it could always, as far as like being in the camper of the elect, it could always be, you know, someone else other than you. It could always boil down to that.
That's why he said I got nothing to do with them. And it say for necessities is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel.
That's right. Yeah, woe unto me is death unto us, man. Meaning we gonna perish if we don't. And that's why the majority of the men on the sign is gonna perish, man. Cause they ain't doing that. That's what necessity is for them, man. To preach the word. The scripture said, "Ye my flock are men." So the men supposed to do it. That's why I said, "Woe unto them that preach not this gospel." If you ain't preaching the same gospel like the scriptures is supposed to be preached, man, then you gonna die. That's basically what it is.
Man, woe to you, man, because you tempting the Most High, man.
That's right.
Hey, you tempt the Most High when you, because the Most High say, don't tempt the God, it say, in Matthew 4. It say, don't tempt God, and God promised, he made like a decree, a commandment, if you fall out, I'm gonna get you, man. You know, I'm gonna beat you with many stripes, he said, man.
Right. That's why I said necessity is laid upon me. Because even though the Lord said what? He said this foolishness, by the foolishness of preaching, but it's also necessary for us to do it. Because that's what he commanded us to do.
I was about to say, I remember when not when I first got in the truth, but I guess it was a brother that was in the truth, and he turned his back on the Most High, and he got hit by an 18-wheeler, and he was in a hospital. He was in a hospital with life-threatening injuries, and his wife was so in the spirit, she made a video to the apostles and elders, like begging for mercy for him, because she knew it was the truth, you know. And she said that he was still being stubborn, but she wanted her kids and her to still be saved.
Oh, and that guy, like,
you know what I'm talking about?
I remember, he fought because he fell out around
years ago.
If I'm not mistaken, it was like a good 7. He's been out of the truth like a good 7 years.
Right.
You know, there was some things like going on with you know, the camp in the Carolinas and all that. All right, but you know, and that guy in particular, he had some, when he was in the truth, like he had some. Actually, there was a certain section in Ezekiel 33 I just said that has to do with that. All right, but you know, he had some really edifying videos. You know, and even, you know, the apostles would always talk about, you know, like how diligent he was and all that. But it's like not only did he got cashed out or left. I don't know the specifics, but like long story short, he put the hand off his plow. You know, and the Heavenly Father, he didn't you know, remember all that. All right, go ahead.
Luke 12:47, and that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes.
That's right. You're going to be beaten with many stripes.
Luke 12:47, and that servant which knew his Lord's will.
The Lord's will is for us to come out here. Once again, you join, you put your hand to the plow, you know the Lord, you don't tempt the Lord, you do his will, man. You preach his gospel.
This is Ezekiel 33 and 12. Therefore, thou son of man, say unto the children of thy people, the righteousness of the righteous shall not deliver him in the day of his transgression. As for the wickedness of the wicked, he shall not fall thereby in the day that he turneth from his wickedness. Neither shall the righteous be able to live for his righteousness in the day that he sinneth. All right, so you know, you know, in that sin, as far as like taking his hand, you know, off the plow. All right, know that, you know, or just like none of his works were, you know, like remembered. Or you know, not even there aren't even any you know, archive videos of you know all of his works. Or you know, I was saying like he had some like beautiful works, like you know, as far as like edification. Like he went into you know, how Christianity is off, how Islam is off, how Judaism is off. And these are all the, like really, in-depth, lessons. Are really deep, in-depth lessons, and he just stopped, he just stopped, doing the work and things like that, and sooner or later the Lord got it. And, we have, people, or just like people that left this camp and went back into the world, or the Lord. Like it said, the reason why it's like worse than the mob, is because, like with the mob, or, if they want to get you, like, it's all carnal. Or, they have to have connections, they have to make phone calls, or, they have to, like, pay someone off to, like, spy on you, to say, like, he left the country, he left the state, he's going to be here. Or, they got... they have to like gather intelligence. Like if you ever see those like movies with like the FBI or CIA, or as far as like when they're chasing someone, or they have to they have to bust their ass. They have to put that work in. Whenever you see those movies, it's like, so he's gonna be like, make that phone call. Or we gotta go. Like that movie, The Cell. Or they were taking a break, but they got information that'll solve the case, so they had to they had to go. But as far as the Lord, since he has dominion over everything, he doesn't he can or he can get you like endless amounts of ways, whether it be like the weather. All right, animals. All right, just watch like the movie Final Destination. All right, so that's why we make that statement. This is worse than the mob.
Luke 12:47, and that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself.
He prepared not himself. Not himself for this battle we in day in, day out.
Yeah, the 5 foolish virgins, man. That's what go back into, man. Yeah. It ain't gonna be trying to scramble when Yahweh Shai making his return. Hey, get Ezekiel 7:14 real quick, cause just what you just said about going to the battle. Ain't nobody doing anything.
This is Ezekiel 7. Verse 14, and it reads, it say, they have blown the trumpet.
Right, yeah, that's what we doing. We blowing the trumpet, go ahead.
Even to make all ready.
Yeah, that's what we doing, to make everybody ready, just like the brother talk about. Getting ready for this battle that's about to take place. So we have blowing the trumpet to make all ready, go ahead.
It say, but none go to the battle.
None. I mean, ain't nobody preparing themselves. Even though we out here warning them, giving them they you know what I'm saying? But we out here diligently too, man. Warning us repetitively, saying the same thing over and over again. But nobody going to the battle. Go ahead.
It say, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
Right. And that's what it is. The Lord's wrath is on all the multitude thereof. First and foremost, 2/3, man.
It said the sword is without. It said the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within.
That's right. So it's gonna eat and it's gonna consume them from the inside out, man. You gonna get either way it go, man. Whether you get consumed by famine or pestilence or disease or the sword get you, he gonna get you.
Yeah, I got a scripture.
Go ahead.
Amos 3:6. Shall the trumpets be blown in the city,
right,
and the people not be afraid?
Yep.
Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahweh Shema have not done it?
Right. Yeah, man. We're blowing the trumpet. We're blowing the trumpet.
Yep.
What's your question?
Why has God forsaken me?
Hey, Jeremiah.
I have no sisters. Why have I been cursed
Deuteronomy 28:15. All right, because the reason why that's a good question.
Hey,
All right,
I'm not
get
trying to
Jeremiah
play with you.
16 and
I'm
10.
asking a question.
all right, so first you know your nationality.
10.
My nationality, I'm black
think
and
it's
I'm
his. Hold on.
proud of it.
All right, so basically, according to the Bible, he is the Israelite.
I am an Israelite. I am the prophet. I am that son. I am that child. I am that I am.
Yeah, that's it right there.
I am
Yeah,
that I
that's on point right there.
Yeah, right on point.
Like I get
Now, do I got that right?
Here.
I call my son Israel. I call my Israelite. You know what I
Hold
am?
on, listen to this.
I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord.
It's
But look.
Jeremiah 16 and 10. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee,
Set me
wherefore
free.
hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us?
That's what he said. He said, why the Lord curse
Set
him?
me
Why
free.
did he keep going?
My
Or
brother.
what is our iniquity?
That's what he said. What is his
I
iniquity?
am
Why the Lord
iniquity.
cursed him?
I am
Go ahead.
that I am.
Or what is our sin?
What is
I
our
am
sin?
a
That's what
son
you
of
want to know.
God. You know who
He
I
gonna
am?
tell you what your sin is. Go ahead.
You
That
know
we
who
have
I am?
committed against the Lord
Keep
our
going.
God.
who
Keep
I
going.
am?
Keep going.
I am.
Shalt thou say unto them,
This what we supposed to say to you to answer your question. Go ahead.
because your fathers have forsaken me,
Your fathers
My
forsook
father
the Most
never
High.
had me.
saith the Lord.
That's what they
Mama
did. Look, that's why you cursed. Your fathers forsook the Lord, all right?
I don't
Go
know
ahead,
my father.
And have walked
Only
after
father
other
I know
gods,
is
That's right.
Down.
and have served them,
That's right.
and have worshipped
Only
them,
father I know
and have
is
forsaken
down.
me, and have not kept my law.
So that's why
Okay, I will respect you, but let me want to say it to you.
that's why the Lord forsook you,
You-
because you forsook him.
Cannot tell me
I'm gonna keep going on.
what to do.
This verse 12,
Yeah, demon.
and ye have done worse than your fathers.
Ezekiel, that's what it is.
When I put the cigarette
For
in, I
behold,
damn
ye have
myself.
every one after the imagination of his evil heart,
That's right.
that they may not hearken unto me.
And that's what he just said. We ain't gonna tell him what to do. He just said
You
that.
know what?
Hey, the scriptures is on point, man.
With you.
All right? We just
I
answered him.
had no problem
He don't
with
want
y'all.
the answers, man. He just gave you the
I
answer
just
to the
told
question he
y'all
just asked. He just
in my
answered, man,
heart.
with a couple verses,
Y'all
man.
do what you
And
want
he
to
ain't
do.
see it.
But you know, Allah is my God.
Go ahead, y'all got it.
Jehovah Witness is my God.
Hey, get out of here, Beelzebub.
You know, it's a shame though. We've said this before as far as like or you know, like the older generation and things like that. Or you know, as far as like everyone around here, like or you know, from the youngest, like we're like teenagers and all that. You know, from the oldest, or you know, mid to late, you know, 30s and all that. All right, but you know,
What about old makeup?
but we have to tell him, or you know, what's wrong and right.
Right.
And we have to teach him when he should be like teaching us.
That's right.
Or you know that's you know, it's
And at the end of the day, he ain't gonna get it anyway, because it's new wine. It ain't gonna go in. It don't hold. Old bottles can't hold new wine. It's gonna burst them, man. And that's what it is. He just being a demon, man.
That's that Deuteronomy 28 right there.
Beelzebub.
you know, Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
And he just rejected the knowledge. He just told y'all brothers, he just told us we can't tell him what to do, man. He just forsook the knowledge. The scripture said, he that despised the Lord shall be destroyed, man. He despised the Lord. He don't want to take, Jake bugged out. Jake got demons on him, though, man. Jake don't even know Jake don't even know what's going on, man.
I mean, you know, yeah, sometimes scoffers ask like good questions.
You're right.
You know, that was a good question. You know,
Yeah, that
You know,
was.
He's an Israelite. He was like, you know, why? He wanted to know why he was cursed.
That's right.
Or you know, like even, you know, sometimes scoffers, you know, bring about, you know, good talking points. All right, but you know, that was one of the basics, like the milk. Or you know, our people. The reason why our people, or you know, are bugged out like that, or you know, just having like all types of problems or whatever. Or you know, because you know, he's probably had, you know, just like a long and rough life.
Right, come.
Or you know,
That's right.
Or you know, and you know, we have the answer to that question. You know, it's all like it just has to do with you know, according to the scriptures, you know, we're under curses. All right, for the you know, not only our forefathers, but you know, us, you know, in our past lives.
That's right.
You know, it's for the disobedience.
Yeah, the brother just read, we forsook the Lord. That's why he said, why the Lord forsaken me? Because we forsook the Lord, that's why.
The scripture say you
got it, no.
You even worse than your fathers.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Than your ancestors, quote unquote ancestors.
Yeah, Ezekiel, yeah.
Initially, forsook the Lord. You done got worse than that, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because even back then, I'm sure they had, more. They still forsook the Lord, but they probably had more amount of fear of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? In the ancient world. You know what I mean? That's why even Jake, even with the sacrifices, even though it was wicked, like the reason that they would prepare the shit before they went to do their wickedness is, even though it don't sound, but it's fear.
They fear,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You feel me?
Come.
Jake don't get no sacrifice. Right? And this is the sacrifice right here, man.
That's right.
Coming out, man.
Yep.
It's Luke 12. Luke 12 and 47. And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes.
Yeah, you can be beat with many stripes. When you fall out, and when you forsake the Lord.
It's gotta be. Yeah, I even heard like these like a lot of like the bugged out like born again Christians. So I remember when I so-called got saved, like they'd have those Wednesday Bible studies. All right, and what would happen was this one guy, like they convinced this one other guy to get like baptized or whatever. That dirty water. All right, but it's like one of the other, like you ever had that one like it's like bugged out born again Jake that he's always got that smile. It's like, all right, he said, he had somewhat of a proper understanding of these scriptures. It's like he was always make sure you're ready to get baptized, because once you get baptized, you're gonna be punished worse for your sins from now on. All right, but there's some truth to that, as far as coming into this knowledge, and then like the wickedness you did before, or before you knew any better, or you're not really held as accountable as you are when you come in and then you fall out, like since you knew better.